Donald J. Trump, the US president, came out and tweeted this, that the US is going to have a strategic reserve on these cryptocurrencies, SRP, Solana, and ADA. But of course, he mentioned Ethereum and Bitcoin, and immediately we saw how Cardano, ADA moved like crazy. This was about 30% instantly after this move. You are saying to yourself, wow, what really happened? Like 30% in no time? Who are the ones doing this? Who are the ones moving markets like this after this news? Well, the answer is simple. The market makers are the one who are manipulating the market, who move price either up and down. And when you see a huge candle like this with a huge volume, it means the market makers, they are in play. They are the ones that are taking advantage of this movement. That's why in today's video, I want us to look at Cardano price prediction. Let's see what will happen with the price of Cardano onwards, because now we're going to see more buyers on board, more investors on board for this coin, and this is going to make the market makers to want to manipulate price at one point to keep filling orders and push price to certain key levels. I want us to look at zones that the market makers can push the price of Cardano to. Okay, and I want us to be realistic on this video. Okay, so if you are new on this platform, you are watching the BETONG Crypto. Yeah, I'm all about helping you understand what goes on in the crypto space. I talk about market structure, support and resistance, when I buy and when I sell. I share all this knowledge with you so that it can help you in your trading or investment journey. So if this sort of content interests you, you want to go right now and smash the subscribe button, thumbs up, and share my content with someone else out there. Let's get to the bottom of this bad boy. Oh boy, look at this pump to the upside, guys. Usually what happens when I see a pump like this, I bring in my flip tool. This is a free tool, guys, and what I do is I pluck it from the bottom of this move to the top of that move, and what I'm looking at is the golden pocket. Okay, so from the 0.382 zone, the 0.58 zone, and the 0.68 zone, which is the golden pocket, are the zones I'm looking at for the market to go and bounce from. So first thing I do is I mark my golden pocket zone. Okay, so this is my golden pocket zone. I mark it and then I take off the tool. Now you can see the golden pocket zone is around this zone that we see the 50-day moving average on the daily time frame, and also this is in correspondence to previous price action. You know, you can see here that price have bounced from it or have rejected from this zone. That means this was a critical zone or a crucial zone when price was above it and when price was below it. You can see price came here and rejected this zone multiple times. So this was a huge break of structure, and I think that the market makers are going to bring price back there. Okay, maybe they might not do it like now, but at one point I think it's but normal to bring price there in order to make the market like to fill this liquidity here. Okay, so this is what they might do for sure, like just now short term. So they can do something like this, bring price down here somehow during the US session, you know, then attempt it like this, come here, hold, then now push to the upside. Okay, and this should be a proper way to do it. Or maybe they can attempt again, like move Cardano about, let's say do something like this. They can attempt to do something like this with Cardano, like go up a little bit up there, then we see the market close and then they bring price back there somewhere around this area here, like this zone here, you know. But from this zone here, this area here, this is a zone you are looking for that buy opportunity. If say you miss out, of course you can start DCA here, Cardano, you know, then you take the price to the upside. Now let's talk about predictions for Cardano. By the way, guys, if you're still watching and you haven't yet subscribed, do subscribe. It's very important you subscribe and you like the content. It's gonna help this channel reach out to more people. You know, I want to reach out to more people. I want to get to 7,000 subscribers by the end of this month. So help me get to more people. There is this indicator that I use, which is my indicator, the BETONG moving average. You can get this from Trading View. Go to the indicator tab, just search for the BETONG, you know, and you're gonna see the BETONG moving average. This is the one I use. You can also use the BETONG strategy, but this one is one I recommend, the BETONG moving average. I also have the BETONG enhanced liquidity zone. I'm gonna talk about this in other videos, but this is what I do. I wait for price to like, for example, if I see a huge break above this is the BETONG moving average, or above all of these moving averages, like what you see the 50-day, the 20-day, and the BETONG moving average, price crisscross out of it, and we saw this huge move. Most of you were thinking, okay, price will never come back there, but when I trade, I always back my zone. And what I do is I take the flip to from the way the move started to the top of that move, and what I'm looking at is a golden pocket to react from. So I now mark the golden pocket like this. I mark it, then I take off my flip to. So what I'm looking at is for price to at least bounce from this the BETONG moving average, and I see rejection from this zone here. For example, in this case, we saw how price came here, it bounced from the BETONG moving average, it went up, and price came down at this golden pocket, it reject. It wasn't able to go and make higher highs because this was a key structure here. If you understand TA, you would have known that this was a key area. It was a key resistance area, because when price was above it, it was support, and when price breaks support, it becomes resistance. And this was the resistance zone here, and price wasn't able to break it. So if you see they push price to the upside there, and also they bring back price down, and you see price over around this zone here, which is a golden pocket, then you want to start looking at that buy opportunity always at the golden pocket. So I wasn't buying at that before. If I would have been buying at that, I would have bought at that year. But this is just how I do my TA. I'm not investing in ADA. As I mentioned, if I was doing investment in ADA, I would have been buying. But now I'm looking at doubling down ADA. I want to be buying some ADA because of what Trump mentioned, that ADA is going to be one of the coins for US strategic reserve. And because of this, I think we're going to see more volume and push the price of ADA to the upside. Now, let's look at our prediction. Okay, this is how price is going to react to us. Okay, it's simple, guys. Bring in the flip to clock it from the top to the bottom of this move, and what you are looking at is the golden pocket. Okay, very important. And this is on the weekly time frame. Mark this zone properly. Whenever you see ADA get to this price point, you are selling your ADA. At least you sell half of it, then you leave the money back there. Okay, or you can sell, let's say 70% of it, then you allow 50% in it. Now, from where we are at this point in time, can ADA actually get to this price point based on what has happened? This is 1x from where we are. Yes, we can see ADA pump, because here is simple. Okay, price did what? Price made this move here. Let me just show you guys the pattern. Price made this move here. It came down and made it hold. It held here, made higher highs. It came down and retraced, make more higher highs. It came down here and held this zone. Didn't go to make lower lows. So the next thing we should expect price to do following this pattern is to go and make another higher high. Okay, so the higher high is going to take price a little bit downward here to come and retest structure, go again and hit the target, then come back to then make something like this, then come down maybe before price come again back down here, or keep going to the upside. It just depends on the situation in the market and what the market makers are going to be doing. So this is what I'm looking at for ADA. They can push price towards this key area that I mentioned. So the realistic target for ADA, looking at the FIB 2, let me just mark it again with you guys, so we can get the exact price point that we should expect to take out profit. We're looking at $2. So if you see ADA at $2, cash out your profit. This is my prediction for ADA short term. But this is what you should do if, say, we see price break above here. For example, if price break above this zone, don't bother that price has broken above it. Wait to buy from this key area here. So if you start seeing price do something like this, then you know that from this golden pocket, we're gonna expect price to bounce, at least go and attempt this zone. And if price is not able to go and make higher highs, then you want to sell at that point in time also. So you can cash out of it here. If it break, you buy back here, you sell here if, say, price is not able to go and make higher highs. And if price break this structure here, let me tell you guys something. If price break this structure here, price will come back and retest that structure. So if price do something like this, it break above there, go right up to, let's say, $4, price is gonna come back there, hold, or like a little bit downward, hold, or yeah, hold, then price gonna go back, attempt to go and make higher highs, so don't feel that you're gonna be missing out on anything. I don't fear any price action. I wait for price to cool down because I understand what the market makers do. I understand their model. I know that they want to push price to key areas, and when they do that, I'm gonna be moving alongside with them and cash out my profit, buy before they pump it. When they pump it, I cash out my profit, wait for them to retrace, then prepare to pump it again, I buy, and so on and so forth. You can see here, I'm gonna get into ADA, but not like now. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see what will happen here on the 4 hours time frame. I want to see at least this moving average, come right down and and kiss this other moving average here. It's going to be around the 0.9 price point, or it can come right down to 0.80. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at short term, but long term we can see ADA go to about $2. Voila, you got your ADA price prediction. Voila, you got your ADA Cardano price prediction 2025. You can comment below what you think, whether this analysis makes sense to you, or maybe you think ADA can go even higher this 2025. But I think that what's realistic for now, doing this announcement that Trump has made, is $2. After that, we're going to see how the market is going to react to that. If we reassess the market and see how the market react to the $2 price point, then we can now say to ourselves, maybe they want to target the previous high, which is around $3 something. From there, we can go maybe to $10, $5, who knows. But let's take this one step at a time. If this content was helpful to you, and you want me to keep creating more of such content, then make sure you subscribe, join my free Telegram community. All the links are there. Until then, guys, see you in the next video. Bye bye. Ciao.